Traahi, the fifth episode of Mirzapur Season 3, opens with Golu robbing Robin of a substantial quantity of money before heading off to assault Kayleen. Golu responds to Robin's warning about the risk she is taking by saying she will erase it. Golu travels to Sivan, a place outside of Provincial, with 5 thugs. Golu is brought to the home where Kayleen was hidden by her source. Golu kills a few guards before making his way to Kayleen. Golu notices something is off as soon as she sees Kayleen and tells Santo and the other thugs to leave. But before Golu and her thugs can escape, Bart/Shot's men arrive, murdering Santo and wounding Golu. Golu is shot in the stomach by Bart/Shot, who then kidnaps her. Rahim, a poet, is imprisoned alongside Ramakant. The prisoners make Rahim recite a poem, but when he uses foul language, they become upset. Ramakant protects Rahim and keeps him safe from attacks while he is incarcerated. Sharad and Devduta are informed by Bart/Shot that several of Gudu's goons have arrived to attack Kayleen. Sharad finds it hard to accept that Gudu dispatched goons to kill Kayleen rather than taking his own life. Taking the injured man home with him, he realizes that Kayleen might be in danger. Radia, the housemaid from Tripathi, discovers that Bina has been seeing cats in her newborn's environment. Concerned for the baby's safety in the Tripathi home, Bina is frantic. Simultaneously, Saloni gets Ginny to call her grandfather and inquire about Bharat's expected return home that evening while Devduta is en route home. Bharat informs Ginny and Saloni that he will not be returning home since he is too busy dealing with the attack on Kayleen. Saloni is furious, but Bharat cuts her off by threatening to physically harm one of the thugs for being careless when she was inspecting the cars leaving Provincial. Gudu, meantime, makes his way back to Mirzapur after closing the deal. He looks around and wonders where Golu is. Gudu is informed by Parshuram that he hasn't spoken to his daughter in a long time. In addition, Dimpy informs Gudu that she has no idea where Golu is. In the meantime, Kayleen makes amends with Shakuntala after Sharad and Kayleen are welcomed to Shukul Manor by Shakuntala. At that moment, Sharad receives a call regarding Gudu and his gang breaking into Jaunpur, his hometown. Before Gudu can enter the city, Sharad goes to intercept him. Gudu and Sharad get into an argument because Gudu believes Sharad is to blame for Golu's disappearance. In return for Golu, he offers to provide Sharad some medicines. Sharad asks Gudu to go back to Mirzapur, telling him he has nothing to do with Golu's disappearance. Munawar, acting as their mediator, then urges on Gudu and Sharad to cease their arguments. Gudu threatens to murder Sharad in the event that Golu suffers any harm. Sharad phones Lala on his way home, scolding him for going to Gudu's advantage behind his back. Lala informs Sharad that although he had shook hands with Gudu, he had wished to be bailed out of prison since Sharad had not kept his half of the bargain. Shakuntala serves Kayleen soup for dinner at the Shukla Manor. Sharad informs the two that Gudu has located a narcotics supplier. Sharad receives some exclusive knowledge on the medicine delivery system from Kayleen. According to Kayleen, the waterways were always used to transport the narcotics consignments to Mirzapur. Madhuri and P.A. Anand receive this information from Sharad. In order to prevent Gudu from getting the consignment, P.A. Anand notifies the police. Madhuri and Sharad begin to bond over their partnership. Before the heroin shipment could reach Mirzapur, P.A. Anand informs Madhuri the drug department was prepared to seize it. Gudu becomes agitated at the Tripathi residence over Golu's disappearance. Concerned as well, Parshuram seeks to report Golu's kidnapping through a formal complaint. Gudu gets reprimanded by Bina for telling Sharad about the consignment. Gudu declares to Bina that he is prepared to cede Golu the throne of Mirzapur. Bina gives Gudu some opium to help him relax and encourages him to reflect on what he did. As the tale comes to a close, Gudu, who had initially refused to take the medicines, finally snorts some of them. The review of the episode. We are currently on episode 5 of the show, and already it seems to be spreading everywhere. How long will Bharat's charade last, given that we now know that he is Shot cosplaying as his late twin brother? Shot still has feelings for Golu, but now that he has taken Golu hostage, I wonder what he will do to her. It appears that Sharad made a wise decision by allying with Kailain, as he now knows the means of transportation Gudu is employing to deliver the narcotics load to Mirzapur. Gudu may get away with this one as well, since luck is always on his side. But because Bina is treating Gudu the same way she treated Mana, I feel bad for him. We'll have to wait and see what this implies for Gudu as the show goes on.